Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akim out there that push this road in truth and sincerity. Just going to do a quick lesson, man. Getting into certain paths that men choose. And just because you think something is right in your own eyes doesn't mean it's right. You know? Because there's different paths that a man can take in life, which all leadeth unto death, man. There's only one path, man. The path of this truth, man. The ancient path that you should seek, which is the law, statutes, and commandments that was given to our forefathers by Moses, man. That's the only path a man should seek that's an Israelite in this life. But guess what? Men choose different paths, man. I got a few scriptures. Abaratazayu Akim out there will be edified, man. This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. And it reads, There is a way which seems right unto a man. Right, like I was saying, man. There is a way which seems right unto a man. Being a Muslim, indulging in Islam, being Kemet, being a 5%er, being atheist, being a plantation Christian or a Catholic. These are ways that may seem right unto a man. It says, also, if you really want to get deeper into it, hey man, not only is these philosophies, but a way that may seem right unto a man going about sleeping with another man's wife. And that's what he, totally, just commit himself to do. Committing adultery, sleeping with other men's wives, And that's physical adultery. But the spiritual adultery side is, like I said, indulging in, being a Christian or a wacky-tacky plantation Christian, indulging into Kemet, indulging into being what was it? Islam, being atheist, Buddhism. Those are all ways that may seem right to a man, but the end of that path is death, man. Being a homosexual, being a lesbian, being a gangbanger, priding yourself on sleeping with other men's wives, which is an adultery, an adulterous wicked act, that is worthy of death. These things men pride themselves in, man. Why? Because they lack knowledge. Why? Because they chose the path that was right in their own eyes, but there's only one path, man. And only one man could walk through that path at a time, man. That's how narrow it is, man. And straight, But people don't know these things. That's why they choose different paths. And it's hard to find the right path, man. It's hard to find that path that was given to us by our forefathers, man. That was given to our forefathers by the hand of Moses. That path is so far hard to find and so narrow that few men find it. That's why they seek different paths. But all them paths lead to death, man. It says, back in Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12, it says, There's a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. Because when Yahweh Shah cracked them skies, he's only coming for it's only salvation given to the elect, man. So the rest of you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans that despise the words of the Most High and choose to indulge in other philosophies and choose to indulge in wickedness, the end of that path is death, man. The end of that path is death. And there's no getting around it, man. There's no getting around it. This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. It says, The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, man. That foolish man being an Israelite, man, that's indulging himself in another man's wife. That's being a perverse transgender or homosexual. That's out there selling drugs. It says, Proverbs chapter 12, verse 15. The way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. And how can you hearken unto counsel, man? Wise counsel, first and foremost, through the power and the mercy of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, the Most High gave us leaders, from the apostles on down to the elders and the men of great millstone. Ultimately, our leaders are the apostles, man. And they give us wise, good counsel and instruction. For they watch out for our souls, man. They give us wise instruction and counsel so we won't sin or we won't go off willingly and get put to death. You see what I'm saying? But a fool, any path he takes is right in his own eyes. And that path leadeth straight unto death and destruction. Like I said, real quick lesson. Don't want to, keep going on and on. The point has been made. So with that, I'm going to close it out. Once again, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakak Wadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, Shalom, Akim.